Dear Augusta, the following video is to teach you how to become a cleaner and more efficient person. If you pay attention to the following points, I assure you that you will become a neater person and your experiences in this household will improve dramatically. In this video, we will study the amount of time required to complete a series of household chores. I hope I proved to you how easy it really is to pick up after yourself. Now, let me preface this all with a brief disclaimer. I'm not saying that I am without fault. I, too, make messes. So much is evident in both the state of my bathroom sink and the heaps of snotty tissues riddled throughout my room. Just like you, it sometimes takes me a while to clean up after myself. But here's the most important thing. Even though I may be a slob, I keep my messes to myself. I don't inconvenience anybody else with the messes I make. I am a slob in the privacy of my own room, and I do not allow my slovenliness to leave that vicinity. The one thing that I want you to learn is this. If you're going to be a slob, do not let it affect other people. In 1886, Josephine Cochrane created one of the greatest machines of modern history. The dishwasher, as it was named, was a mechanical, hand-operated device that cleaned dishes faster and more efficiently. Not surprisingly, Miss Cochrane's machine caught on, and 131 years later, we own a perfected, fully automated version in our own home. The dishwasher works like magic. You toss your dirty dishes in, press a few buttons, and after 3 hours your once dirty dishes come out sparkling clean. 3 trials concluded that it takes, on average, less than 5 seconds to transport a dish from the countertop and into the dishwasher. This includes time needed to open and close the machine. So, if you produce roughly 3 dishes per meal per 3 meals per day, that's roughly 45 seconds of loading the dishwasher. 45 seconds is also the amount of time it takes to wash a single dish by hand. It isn't rocket science. Let's take advantage of Miss Cochrane's ingenuity and make good use of her machine.
And just look at all the space in this wash well.
So you run to the cupboard to get some cereal after a long day of school. After pouring the cereal into a bowl and putting away the milk, you grab a spoon and begin munching away at your Captain Crunch. What's missing from this picture? Well, you failed to return the cereal box to its rightful location, the cupboard. Well, it only takes 5 seconds to walk from the kitchen into the dining room, open the cupboard, and place the box on the shelf. Let's say you do this 7 times a day with different foods. In total, you'll only spend 56 seconds, accounting for the trip back to the kitchen, putting boxes back in the right place. Now comes the more challenging part. What happens when a box is empty? Common ethics indicate that whoever empties the box must be the one to properly dispose of it. Properly disposing of a box entails both breaking it down into a flat surface and placing it in the paper recycling bin. This is a slightly rarer occurrence, so we'll say you only have to dispose of a box once every 2 days. The total time to break down a box is around 8 seconds, and walking to the dining room to place said box in the recycling bin takes a mere 4. After dividing both values by 2 to find the daily time, we find that it would only take you 6 seconds per day to properly dispose of empty cardboard boxes. There isn't much to this one. You are blessed enough to have 2 hands and a functional motor cortex. You have both the physical and psychological gifts necessary to take off your socks, blankets, and other clothes when you please. As someone who lives in the same house as you, I can say that it is obnoxious, disgusting, and mildly offensive to find your socks littered throughout the house. It only takes about 2 seconds to take off a sock, something you probably do once a day. If we multiply that to compensate for 2 feet, we'll find it takes merely 4 seconds to take off and toss your socks somewhere in your own bedroom. You see, the day will come when you share a living space with someone outside of your immediate family. Whether it's a roommate, doormate, or even a husband someday, there will come a time when you will be forced to pick up after yourself. Failure to do so will not end well. Eviction and divorce are 2 consequences that immediately come to mind. The reason I care so much about this is because I want you to be successful. I want you to be happy, and I definitely don't want you to be evicted or divorced in the future. If you follow the instructions in this video, you will only spend an additional 1 minute and 50 seconds per day doing chores. That's only 1/3 of the amount of time that it took you to watch this video. So the next time you consider leaving your dirty dishes on the counter or throwing your socks on the couch or not returning the cereal box to its home, take a moment and ask yourself, would you rather do the polite, responsible thing or have to sit through a third of your brother's insulting video? With love, Linus.
That's not my sock.